Raccoon Creek Reserve is about 16 acres owned by the Granville Township and was one of the first easements established by the Licking Land Trust in 1993. It's a riparian area, meaning that it's on the banks of the river and is an interface between the land and the river. This is important ecologically because it provides a buffer for floods. Raccoon Creek can have dramatic differences in water levels. For instance, the March 2020 flood, a USGS gauge a bit upstream from the easement showed heights to be 13 feet of water, whereas in September there is about 6 inches of water typically. So this massive volume of water needs somewhere to go. If the river was channelized, it would cause some issues. But these riparian areas allow a buffer next to the stream where water can flood through the forest, and this water actually provides a pulse of nutrients in soil. These riparian ecosystems are adapted to flooding. Too much of it can cause some problems, but the right amount of flooding is good for these ecosystems and provides some benefits for water quality and wildlife as well. One of the issues of Raccoon Creek is that some of these flooding events unearthed a historic town dump from that area, and each subsequent flood has uncovered more of the dump. This is an issue for the stability of the ecosystem as it's scouring away large areas, and it's also an issue for the village as some of the historic dump materials in each flood are brought into the adjacent playing fields and park area. We're currently looking for funding and solutions for this issue. It's important to recognize that this riparian area and riparian areas in general are dynamic in nature, so we need to find a solution that allows for the kind of changes that riparian areas will have, but still incorporates the needs of the village and township for stability. Raccoon Creek is a great example of an easement that can provide a lot of different types of benefits ecologically and protection against flooding, and so it can provide benefits to people structures in addition to providing benefits for wildlife and water quality.